Hi, I have a few minutes before doctor's appointments, actually, more than a few minutes. I've got about an hour before I have to leave for doctor's appointment, and I want to tackle something I've been trying to get to gosh, since the spring. If you're like me, you know life happens, and so the best laid plans, I'm mixing a bunch of stuff here or there. Anyway, I have a tool organizer. I'll show it to you in just a second. I want to do this, and I'm going to set the phone, which I'm recording on, down. I have a tool organizer that I've been meaning to put in the coop because I have I actually have child-size garden tools like a rake and a shovel and stuff that I use in the coop. I don't need these, 8 foot, 6 foot, 4 foot tall things. So I get the smaller ones and they work fine for what I need. I mean, I've got a backyard homestead, backyard poultry, backyard chickens and ducks, and might expand into rabbits, but not right away. But anyway, so it's not a huge setup, so I don't need giant pieces of equipment for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount this organizer on the inside of this door, which is the door to the coop. The screws that come with the organizer might just barely work. I'm kind of thinking they're going to be a little too long. So if they are, I do have a backup of some shorter ones. But I'm going to start with these and see how they work. And then I'm going to set the phone down. I'm going to video this. You're going to see some not so flattering shots of me while I do this. I've got a Sharpie to mark the template. You'll see all that. I'll try to speak loud enough for you to hear and let you watch and see how I do this. It's really simple. It's not something that people, can't do on their own. So I'm going to set the phone down now, and hopefully above the noise of the poultry, you'll be able to watch me do this. So this is the organizer. You've probably seen that backwards. I ordered it off of Amazon, and the two comes to the set. And I'm going to put one out here, and I have one that I want to put one in the stairwell, going down into the basement to hang my brooms and stuff on. And it has a template in the box to mark the screw holes, and that's what I'm going to use the Sharpie for. Let me set that down. Here is the actual organizer. It looks a little spacey, but you mount it this way, and the hooks pull down, and so you would hang your tools off these hooks, and you can hang up to 6, and then you can push those out of the way if you need to. It seems a little over designed to me, but who knows. I guess you can take some of these off if you want to, just by looking at the back. There seems to be a way of opening up to get inside. I don't know what that's for, don't really care, just need it for the hanging. So I'm going to mark the door. Now this is, and I've shared before, this is a Rubbermaid building. It's a tool building. It does get kind of hot. I'm in South Central West Virginia, and it does get hot in the summers. So especially when the weather's good, I usually have this door propped open so that the insides stay cool. Obviously not when it's raining, but and that keeps the temperature down. I have a thermometer hanging from inside to keep track of the temperature inside. But it can get a little too hot for the birds if you're not careful with ventilation. So I don't really have a good idea of how thick this door is, but I know, like here's one of the little rakes. And yes, I get it. It's a kid's rake, but it's all, I don't need a giant rake. So I want to make sure that it's going to clear the bottom of the door, and hanging it about here is more than ample enough. I could hang the thing down a little further, and still be good, but I don't want the birds getting on it, so I'm gonna attempt to mount the organizer up here on this little bar. It is a blow plastic kind of thingy. It's hollow in the middle, and I've taken out the plastic windows that were in here and put hardware cloth in so that they get good ventilation. So it's good. So I'm going to center the template up here, and I do see that the screw hole placements are well within the structure of this fake beam looking piece here. And I'm going to just color those in with the Sharpie. So there. Oh, OCD and color them in. So there's that. Now I have, and people have giggled at me about this. This is just a Hart brand battery, lithium battery drill. I don't need a big fancy DeWalt drill. I'm good with this one. And I'm going to drill a little pilot hole so that the screws will go in easier. I'm not left-handed, but I'm going to do it left-handed so you can see. And I'm going to take this out. Now, this kit comes with those anchor things like you would use on drywall, that you put the screws in the back of those white, where did I put them? I put them somewhere. That you poke back in the drywall and they expand when you put the screw in to tighten them. I'll put it back down in here. Come on there. Come on. They're stuck in there. They come with these things. And you poke these back through the hole. If I drilled this out bigger. And then when the screw goes in, it pulls this and it forces it to open like, oops, like that. And then this piece catches and it anchors the screw and the organizer to the wall, to the drywall. Well, I'm not using drywall, so I'm not going to do that. And get all of my screws out of the little baggie. All right. And I need to put the right size screwdriver in the drill. My tool and stuff got damp. Come up on a storm the other day, and my tools were out there. I've been using them and they got damp, and so some of these cheapy things got rusty. That's all right. I can wipe them down and put I don't have any pockets. The back pocket. I got a back pocket. And put some oil on them. Mineral oil. So I'm going to start with the center one just so it helps set there. I'm going to pull out the little plastic that came out when I backed that screw out. All of these. So it's easy to get started. Now this I'm going to have to do right-handed. This is going to take a little, so let me come around this way. Get it lined up. Start real slow. I'm thinking that it came out the back side. No, it did not. So I'm gonna snug that down a little bit. And then I'm gonna do this 5 more times. But I have found that if you're doing stuff on your own, you don't have a helper or anything, it is much easier to use a pilot hole. And this is what I intended for it. So I won't be tripping over my little tools all winter. Oops. So I've got it tied off back here. And I can just close the door. And there they are. And of course, you say, oh, what do you do? Why do you have those anyway? Well, I have them to turn the straw in the bedding. So if you turn that bedding over every morning, it helps keep it drier. Not perfectly dry, but drier. So that's it. Just that simple. All right, well, it's time to clean up and get ready to head off to the doctor's office. So once I get all this picked up, get my hands washed, change my shoes and everything, it'll be time to leave. So I hope this was helpful for you. It's not much, but every little bit helps, doesn't it? We'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.